The first team faced their toughest month since our last episode, playing a game every 4 days on average in all competitions.
It is a challenge. Somehow, if I feel exhausted myself and I'm not playing, I would then say maybe the players is double because it's mental and physical to them.
Obviously, it's very, very tough. It demands a lot of our bodies, in the mind as well. But I think we now get used to the program now. Last season we were in the same program, and now we're repeating that again. As players, we now prepare mentally, our body have to adjust to the program again. It's something that we have experienced last season, and I think we can do it again if we really want to.
Been tough, not only physically, but it's also very tough mentally because, each game demands a lot of you. At a club like Sundowns, 3 points is a must in every game. It's been quite challenging, and it's also been challenging for our families at home. But look, it's something as a footballer, if you are on this program, then you know you're doing something right, and you're playing at the highest level, which is good, and in all competitions, contesting for the trophy, the prize. So it's a good thing, but it is challenging. I won't lie, it is something that you can't really get used to, but you just have to persevere and work hard at trying to just take each game as it comes and hopefully getting the desired results.
And in between the tough schedule, the team still found time to change people's lives. The Brazilians tracked down the young boy whose self-created Percy Tau t-shirt went viral.
I'm grateful to what Puma has done in making sure I make that young boy's dream come true. It's not only me in it. Thanks to the team, I think they did an amazing job because they were there talking to the neighbor. It's the neighbor who gave us the boy's mom's number. Thanks to them for that and allowing us to inspire. I hope that boy gets inspired, and he'll keep the photos. He shall remind himself one day that he got to spend some time with us, as a team. Got to meet the coach, some of the players, and that should give him motivation in anything that he does in life. I'm just happy that we're able to do that.
Percy, Puma and Sundowns donated a shirt and a pair of boots to the young man, along with allowing him to spend some quality time with the star. Oh, the Coxton is smart, man.
We didn't expect the soccer boots. I even leave the jersey. I don't think he expected the jersey. Even though it was big, but that's my jersey. That's my original jersey. I wanted him to have my real jersey because it defines the purpose of us having to meet him, Like giving him a replica with my number and my surname. Any parent can do that, For him to have my own jersey, that was the whole purpose. And for getting soccer boots, this is for you, got a small size. Go play around with it and hopefully you develop talents and you make it as big as you can, even if it's bigger than me. That will serve the whole purpose why we were able to go out to Cape Town and meet him.
Despite the goodwill, the Cape Town trip didn't turn out the best for the Brazilians as a tough schedule finally caught up with them.
You must remember we come from playing cheaper away. East London, Rustenburg. We're going to Cape Town now. From East London to Rustenburg home, you're going to Cape Town now. And Vets and all those are within 3 days. And back to play cheaper again. And you don't have the legs. It's very, very difficult for the team mentally and physically. The thing that makes it worst of the Cape Town City game is that we played cheaper on a Tuesday. The match did not finish. It was a 45 minutes. We played cheaper. The next day, it's the same match preparations and the same physical exhaustions that we have to do. Doesn't matter. It's 2 games in 2 days. And then you have to travel to Cape Town on Friday. After playing Tuesday and Wednesday, those 2 games, we donated 4 points. Yeah, but that's the way it is. So we played a fresh team that haven't even have traveled. They were stronger than us. They play on counter-attack. If you don't look after their counter-attacks, they'll always destroy you because they've got personnel and good football players. And then we lost that match. But still on that match, we still could have won. We missed chances, but I was not upset with the game. We played well, we fought, and we played good football.
The good football returned desired results in the Champions League when Sundowns beat Kampala FC 2-1 at home before they headed to Onyango's hood for the second leg.
It's a beautiful competition to be a part of, for the experiences that we went through in the last campaign. Although they are challenging, you play in the premier competition on the continent, so it's a beautiful tournament to be a part of. It hits you the reality of, what really success is. It's like there's always more. It's always a little bit more. You've just won this trophy, and which was a massive achievement, but now the demands are you need to win it again. It just presents us with new opportunities for great experiences as individuals and as a team, and hopefully we can go as far as we did the last time and do the club and the country proud.
What makes it harder
going for the second championship is that everyone knows your style of play, everyone knows your strength, your weaknesses, and everyone wants to beat you. Because if you beat the champion, then you become the talking point of town. And for us, it's something that we need to know in our heads that we must double our efforts because everyone wants to beat us. Everyone wants to get his hands on the Champions League trophy as well. Yeah, it's very difficult, but we need to use the experience that we got last year to get the results that we want this season. And we have the ability, we have the quality, we just need to execute and work a little bit harder.
For Dennis, the return home was a little stressful this time. He was showing off his country to his teammates. Welcome by the Ace, gents.
I was a little bit nervous because, obviously it's different cultures in South Africa and also the way the country is built in South Africa and the way it's in Uganda. It's not the same, but the guys were pretty impressed and yes, I can't do much to change the country, but the way the infrastructure is running in the country is going to the right direction. As long as they're happy with the accommodation and the food and the transportation and everything becomes smooth for them, and I was ready to help them where it's necessary, but I think the club did everything that needs us to be comfortable, and I'm happy also to be in such a quality hotel like this because sometimes it's not easy to find good hotels when you travel around Africa, but the club did its best to get the best for the players.
Welcome back to the Champions League to start again the journey that we won last year, so big up, let's go fight.
It's good to have him here and the insight, and I think it's maybe on us to go pick his brain a little bit more so you can just see the people's reaction to him. I mean, I think he's like a national hero, and rightly so. So it's good to have him around. Whenever asked about a certain thing, he always is willing to help and give the answers and stuff. So it's been really good.
The KCC home ground was going to be interesting territory for the contest. Artificial pitch and a training ground setup that was to be turned into a stadium for the battle.
The conditions here are totally different. I'll tell the positives and the challenges that I think we might get. The positives is that we came direct flight. The most important thing is the hotel, very good hotel. The food, no issues. Where the challenge will start now is on the pitch. It's artificial pitch. It's a difficult pitch. You have to play. You can't complain. We had the same thing when we went to Algeria in Sétif. We trained in those artificial pitches and we played in that. We managed to win in Algeria and against Sétif. Sétif is a much stronger team. We played in Kinshasa on artificial pitch. I think we played well. We handled it well until the 93rd minute. Was set, but we played well on that artificial pitch. We are now getting used to be playing in the artificial pitches. On Saturday will be artificial pitch, small pitch. People around the fence like Mazembe, small stadium, packed, cramped. And the only thing that they say, we are playing the #1 team in Africa. They double their efforts. There's much pressure. The people prepare a fight against us. Last year in Champions League, people did not know us. So the pressure is on our boys. The pressure is on us. This is a very interesting year for us to see how we're going to come out. And I would like to see this. I hope it comes out like last year. Then you will say that now you've got it. Now you know it. For now, you've made it once. You've won the Comrades once. Can you win the Comrades 2 times? It's not an easy one. Only brute force can tell. It's not easy. No team has come here and got proper results from them, and they've won all their games in new stadium, the artificial turf, and we should make history because we're here also to break records, and we want to be the first ones to beat them on their new stadium. I think it's possible, but we must put in a lot of hard work and must fight because it's not going to be easy.
Match day arrived and 2 very different mental struggles were prevalent for 2 young stars, one playing and one on the sidelines.
The feeling, I can't describe the feeling. So far, I think I'm doing good, but obviously the competition is tough. I have to work more harder, and yeah, I came here to win trophies and everything. The team has a winning mentality, so my mindset also has to change. I have to be a winner. I'm just happy to be part of this bunch of quality players.
Look, I'm not too worried about the face, I'm not too worried about how small the pitch is or the artificial. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just cautious of the 1 goal that we gave them away. Look, they can cause an upset. We just have to be careful of that and try and play our normal game and try and convert the chances that we get. Anyone wants to beat us, so it might be them, might not be them. But at the end of the day, we must just focus on the game and try and do our best that we could and win the game. For me personally, I would really love to win this game. To me, it's more important than any other games because I enjoy the experience that I get in the Champions League, and it's really a good tournament for me as a player to develop and grow. So I don't want to miss that. I don't want to be out of the Champions League.
The battle proved a tough one for the champs as KCC stretched the champions to the limit, both physically and mentally in Kampala.
It wasn't easy, especially when they scored the first goal. The pressure, it got huge, because as a champ, I don't think we were to leave the competition at the first stage, So it was a difficult goal, but then what I did, it was like because I had other guys that I thought I could pass, but then I just took my chances because I felt the little space that I got, I should just shoot, So after the ball came, when I controlled the ball, the defender came to me, I felt that I could dribble, and then after I dribbled, there was no pressure on me, so the only thing that I could do is to just shoot. I could miss, but then my technique was right on that day, and we got the goal that we wanted, and we all was happy, and the most important thing was for us to be in the group stage, and we are there.
The draw put the Brazilians through to the group stages, and Percy found out that he had received a national team call-up.
Proud of the work that I've done. With my work, it involves a lot of people in it. It involves the coaches, it involves my teammates, it involves the support that I get from people who are close to me. And I'm just happy to be there. I think even the boy from Cape Town, he'll be smiling wherever he is to sing in the national team, And a lot of people have kept on telling me I'll get my chance. I don't think I've done it all. I still believe there's still more work to be done. I'm just happy to be called up.
The group stages gives the technical team and the players much to ponder. 2 stars in 2 years. An improbable dream could be made possible.
The most important thing in the group stage, you need to win all your home games, go away, get a draw, or get 1 win away, because 4 games in the group stage is important for you to win. So if we can get that, then we can progress to the next stage of the competition. But then we shouldn't take any teams lightly, because if you can see now, the North African team, there are many in the group. You look at our Zamalek, Ayali, or Esperance, all those teams are there now. So we just pray for a better draw, and we see how best we can progress to the next stage, because we need to concentrate now and see how best we can take Sundowns to win another Champions League.
We are playing global football. When you play global football, you're going to be stressed and you're going to be thin. It will affect your game. This will test your strength. This will test your character. This will wisen you up as a coach. This will wisen up our players. When you are fighting at all fronts and fighting for all the trophies, because we are very ambitious, you will never have honeymoon all the time. You need to be smart to play on the group. At home, you have to win your games. This is how we won the Champions League. All the games at home must be won. It's a must win. When you go away, you play for the results. You have to fight.
We shall fight them on the land, we shall fight them on the beaches, and we shall never surrender. Till next time, good night and God bless.